hear my voice?
Okay, Andrew, okay, Sunny, okay.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, now it's 2:54. We can wait for another 6 more minutes. Then we will start off our talk today. Thank you for so much. Okay, now is 3 p.m. A very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen, leaders, and our members. First of all, on behalf of the company, I would like to welcome all of you to another Zoom meeting in Wednesday afternoon, 3 p.m. Now, of course, how is everyone doing? I hope that everyone is safe and healthy as well. Okay, especially during this particular period, you all have to be extra careful. But anyway, today, what I'm going to share with you is actually on one of our company's good products, which we call CV8. Now, allow me to share with you all the PowerPoint first. Just give me a second. Okay. Now, can you all see the PowerPoint? Yeah, okay. Can you all see the PowerPoint? Now, okay. Now, a lot of people have actually tried this product, or some even have not tried this product before. It's okay. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to explain to you what is so special about this product called CV8. Now, of course, can someone control the sound? Because, okay, in order for this training to go smoothly, I will recommend all of you just to mute your voice first, okay? So that it will not create any interruptions. But anyway, what I'm going to do is that, as I mentioned just now, I'm going to explain what is so special about this product. Now, before I start off, let me just give you a brief understanding of what is CV8. CV8 is, in actual fact, is a natural miracle healing stem cell nurture through the world's first and only CMC technology. In other words, for CV8, the key technology that we use is actually CMC technology. And of course, this CV8 actually contains a lot of best natural ingredients that we obtain from various various fruits or plants that give you the best natural ingredients, and all these ingredients will actually helps you to boost up not only your immune systems, provide you with good health, as well as improve your vitality as well. So this is actually what is CV8 all about. But in actual fact, if you ask me what is so special about these CV8 products, well, I would say there are actually three uniqueness of what about this CV8. Now, the first thing about the uniqueness about CV8 is that this is actually produced using the world's first and only CMC technology and production systems. And of course, the second uniqueness about this product is actually the formulation itself, as well as the ingredient itself that we use. And the third uniqueness about this product is actually it is all research proven. Okay. And of course, I will explain one by one and give you the details of why I say there's so much unique, why I would say it is one of the uniqueness of these products. Okay. Now, the first thing that we look at is actually the world first and only CMC technology and production systems. We know that this product is actually produced through this particular technology and also production systems. And of course, the CMC is actually a stem cell. It's actually a name of a stem cell. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of what is stem cells all about. Especially the most common that you heard of is actually Swiss apple stem cells. In actual fact, the stem cells that you hear in the market, it is actually not a real stem cell. We call it the healing stem cell. Okay. And of course, what exactly is CMC stem cell? CMC actually stands for Cambium meristematic cells, which we consider it as a real stem cell. Why? Because the CMC stem cell is actually the origin of life of a plant. And it is the youngest cells in the plant that you can find. And usually it is located at various parts of the plants, inclusive of the leaf buds, root tips, as well as cambium. And of course, this CMC stem cell is actually, we call it the immortal cell, because this is the only cell that will actually live very long, it won't die, and it actually, we also consider it as a virgin cell because it has not go through any differentiation process. So, and of course, this particular CMC stem cell is actually outstanding in tolerance to the environment stress because it won't be damaged easily. And of course, the second type of stem cell, we call it the cutlass. The cutlass is actually not the real stem cell. It is a cell which has undergo a differentiation process. And this particular DDC, or we call it the cutlass stem cell, actually die easily. Of course, it does have a lot of benefit as well, such as the healing properties and regeneration properties. And of course, this particular type of cell is actually very poor tolerance to the environment stress. It will damage easily. The most common one that we had heard of is actually the Swiss apple stem cell. And now, why do we call it the CMC stem cell is the real stem cell, while the DDC stem cell is not? There's a lot of big difference in between two of them. Let's look at some of the differences that we can find. Okay, of course, in terms of the difference between the CMC and the DDC stem cell is in terms of the cell morphology. And of course, if you look at the CMC stem cells, all the cells are actually closely packed together as compared to the DDC stem cells. That is why for the CMC stem cell, it is not easily damaged during the isolation process. And of course, the DDC stem cell are not closely packed together. There's a lot of intercellular cavities. That's why during the isolation process, meaning that when you try to extract the stem cell itself, the DDC stem cell can always damage easily. That is one of the difference. The second difference is in terms of the cell viability. And of course, the CMC stem cell, as I mentioned just now, they are the immortal cells. Now, even if you keep it for few months, few years, and forever, it will remain the same. It will remain the same. And if you can store it, you can use this CMC stem cell forever. Change. That is why you cannot actually keep this forever. That is why the CMC stem cell is considered as the immortal cell. And of course, the third difference is actually vascular numbers. Now, if you look at the CMC stem cell, there is a huge difference between two of them. Now, there's a lot of you can see all are very small in terms of in the CMC stem cell. And if you have a large vacuolar, it is actually characteristics of mature plant cell. Okay, this actually happens in DDC stem cell. And of course, CMC, due to it is having a small vacuolar in between them, it is outstanding tolerance to environment, while DDC is not, it is easily damaged. Okay, so there is another difference between them. And of course, in terms of starch number as well. Now, in terms of the CMC stem cell under the microscope, it actually contains a lot of starch. And starch is actually the energy source for plant cell, while the DDC stem cell it actually contains less. That is why with a lot of starch, which is the energy source, it actually gives you the higher activity of cell division as well as biosynthesis. Okay, so that is one of the difference between them. And of course, another difference between them is actually in terms of cell aggregation. Now, if you look at the CMC stem cell, when it is in liquid form, you can see that there's no residues left behind. Okay, and of course, for the DDC stem cell, you can see there's a lot of residues. Now, those with less residue, which is the CMC, actually contains higher nutrition content, as compared to those DDC, as well as this CMC is actually less sensitive to the shield stress. Okay, there's another difference between them. And another difference between this CMC stem cell and as well as the DDC stem cell is actually the antioxidants contains. Now, this is actually an example. Now, this is actually measured by putting the hydroperoxide. Okay, it helps if there's a lot of decomposition. It actually proves that this particular stem cell has very strong antioxidants contains. DDC, in terms of DDC, it is actually less. That is why CMC is far more superior if you compare everything as the DDC, the cutlass, which is not the real stem cell. CMC is the real stem cell that you can find in the plant. Okay, and of course, who actually extract all this CMC stem cell? Plantel is the company. Plantel is actually the first and only team on the planet who has actually successfully isolated and cultured this CMC stem cell. For the past 160 years, a lot of people have tried to extract this CMC stem cell but failed. But Plantel is the only one that has successfully done that. And of course, all this research or everything is actually published in a very well-known biotech magazine called Natural Biotechnology. They are the first and the only one in the world that actually successfully isolated this CMC stem cell. And of course, as I mentioned just now, the technology itself, CV8 is using the CMC stem cell that extract by this Plantel. Okay, and of course, the whole process is very simple. Any plants that you have, if you want to preserve it, what you can do is that you collect the tissue, then you do the isolation to extract the CMC stem cell. And of course, after that, what you can do is that in this cell line establishment process, you can put whatever stress or different environment to improve the contents of nutrition inside this stem cell. And of course, the last part is actually, after you have done that, you can either store in the cell bank, plant stem cell bank, or you can actually mass produce it using the suspension culture. So this is the whole process of the production systems. And of course, because of this uniqueness of this production system and because of the ability to extract the CMC stem cell, whatever stem cell that we had from a source, it can be preserved and the content will be very stable and consistent, whatever nutrition contains that is inside. And the best thing is that you can actually mass produce it. That is why this particular technology as well as production process has actually created a revolution in actually cultivation. Okay, in the past, they can only plant on the ground and things like that, and due to different environment, different soil quality, the result, the fruits or whatever things that are produced is always not consistent, and you cannot mass produce it. But with this particular technology, with the ability to isolate the stem cell, you can keep in the bank and use it and mass produce it forever. Okay, that is the uniqueness of the production system, and this is actually the production line in Korea. Okay, Plantel in Korea, and this is where they actually mass produce all the stem cells with high nutrition contents. Okay, and of course, this is all the production line in Korea, and we have in last 2 years ago, I think we have a chance to visit this factory, and it is really very impressive. There is the whole thing actually inclusive of Dr. Ashwin and everyone that went to this factory to see the whole production system and to see the big difference between the CMC stem cell as well as the DDC stem cell. All is actually in this factory. And of course, the technology itself was a great discovery, and that is why even it is actually showcased in a TV as well, in Discovery Channel in Korea as well. Okay, so the technology that we use for this CV8 is actually by Plantel, the CMC technology. And the Plantel itself has actually 64 patented, registered throughout the world, and 22 patents pending globally. Okay, these are the certification. Okay, and that is why the first uniqueness of this product, remember, is the CMC technology and production systems. Because of this technology and production systems, we are actually able to extract any stem cell, any plant stem cell with high content of nutrition, mass produce it. Okay, and of course, the second thing uniqueness about this product is actually the formulation itself. Now, a lot of the products in the market, it is actually formulated by just adding a few things together, but this is not the case for Ventros CV8. Now, Ventros CV8 is actually formulated by this CV8 is actually formulated by this organization called CVMGR. It's called Cell Vitality and Molecular Genetic Research Institute. This particular organization is actually combined by 4 main organizations, which is the China Academy of Science, Ventros, Plant Intel, as well as Sydney University, that provide the knowledge and experience to help to formulate this particular CV8 formulations. And of course, the main ingredient that we use is actually wonderful. There are 4 key ingredients in this CV8. Number 1 is actually a certified 50 years old and above wild Korean ginseng stem cell. This wild Korean, it is the age of the wild Korean ginseng actually range from about 70 to 80 years old, according to the person that evaluate the years of this ginseng. But in Korea, the highest they can certify on the wild Korean ginseng, if even it is more than 50 years, is only 50 years. That is why in the certification, it is only certified at 50 years old and above. But according to the expert, the ginseng itself actually range about to 70 to 80 years old, wild Korean ginseng. Now, through the Plantel technology, one of the ingredients that we use for this CV8 is actually the 80 years old, 70 to 80 years old wild Korean ginseng stem cell. What they do is that they extract the wild Korean ginseng stem cell, the CMC stem cell, and they keep in the bank, and they actually can mass produce it. Okay, that is why that is one of the key ingredients. And of course, the other second ingredient is actually a very special ingredient as well. It is actually the Cibatong itself. Of course, arona and pomegranate as well. Now, first thing first, why wild ginseng? Because we believe that ginseng is the best choice, because ginseng is considered as the king of herbs. It has been discovered and used from 5,000 years ago in Asia. So there's a long history. And ginseng is also very well known for its healing and health improvement properties as well. In the past, wild ginseng is actually a royal health tonic for emperors in China. Now we know that for those people who want to live longer or better vitality, they actually consume ginseng. And here are some of the examples of who is consuming ginseng and they actually live longer. Now, one of the good example is actually this person. Is actually a Qing dynasty emperor called Qianlong. Now, during the Qing dynasty, the average age for emperor is about 39 years old only. Okay, but in fact, the Emperor Qianlong is the longest living emperor in China history. He died at the age of 89 years old. The reason why he can live longer than a lot of the emperors is because he has eaten wild ginseng 359 times throughout his life. Okay, that is why this wild ginseng is actually prolongs his life. Okay, and another very good example is actually Korea. This Korea king called King Yongzhou. Okay, he lives until the age of 81 years old. He is the longest living king in Joseon dynasty during the Korea time. And throughout his life, he has eaten about 10 kg of wild ginseng every year when he was 72 years old. That is why it actually prolongs his life as well. And the modern example is actually this guy. I'm sure some of you might know him. Okay, he is one of the founder. He is the founder of TVB in Hong Kong. His name is Cao Yifu. He lives until 106 years old. Now, his secret is very simple. In his mid-50 years old, he took a wild ginseng every day. In his late 60s, instead of taking the whole wild ginseng, he actually take a thin slice of top wild ginseng and place it under his tongue every day. That is why he can live up to 106 years old. And of course, in terms of the ginseng that we use in CV8 for the extraction of stem cell, we are actually using the Korean wild ginseng. Now, a lot of people will start to ask, why wild Korean ginseng instead of Chinese ginseng or American ginseng? That is because the Korean ginseng actually contains the most ginsenosides. Ginsenoside is the very valuable ingredients or phytochemicals that found in ginseng. Okay, and Korean ginseng, there are actually 38 types. American, there's only 14 types, and Chinese only 15 types. That is why the wild Korean ginseng that is you found in the CV8, the stem cell actually contains quite a lot of ginsenosides. Okay, which will provide a lot of benefits to our health. And of course, through this particular CMC technology platform, we can actually extract the 80 years old wild Korean ginseng stem cell and we can mass produce it. And for example, one 250 bioliter bioreactor can actually produce about 75,000 roots of wild Korean ginseng based on the rare ginsenoside contains. It contains about 75,000 roots of ginsenoside inside one bioreactor. And this is because of this technology, we are able to do that. Without this technology, definitely we cannot do that. Okay, and at the same time, through the CMC technology platforms or production systems, we also can, what we can do is that we can actually produce not only the high contains of valuable and rare ginsenosides such as the RAG3, RH1. What we can do is that for those common ginsenoside, which we call the PPT, okay, if it does create a does create a lot of side effects or heatiness, we actually can reduce all those contained as well. That is why through this particular technology, the stem cell that we get is actually contains of high valuable and rare ginsenosides. And we also remove some of the low quality ginsenoside, which will have the side effects and heatiness. That is why whatever that is used in the CV8 is actually very valuable and rare. Okay. And of course, these are all the functions, these are all the ginsenosides that you can find in the wild Korean ginseng stem cell. Okay, and it has a lot of benefits, such as, for example, RH2, anti-cancer. It can actually anti-osteoporosis as well, and even RG3. It can help to improve your liver function, or even improve blood circulation, control your central nervous systems. These are all the ginsenoside that you can find in the 80 years old wild Korean ginseng stem cell. Okay, and of course, one pouch of this, about 60 ml, if you drink one pouch of this every day, it actually, what you can get is actually contains about 8 roots or more wild Korean ginseng valuable and rare ginsenosides, such as RG3, RH2, and PBD. And they even do analysis. The content of this ginsenoside RG3 and RH2, which is very valuable in ginseng, it actually contains about 66 milligram per liter, which is quite a lot. Our initial target is only about 40 milligram, but in actual fact, the actual result is actually 66 milligram, which is very high. That is why I always advise people, for those people who are drinking this CV8, make sure you shake it first, then you drink it. After you drink it, if there's still some residue left inside, you just pour a little bit of water and drink it. You have to clear it, because all these ingredients are very rare and very valuable. Okay. And of course, the second that is why the first ingredient is actually the wild Korean ginseng stem cell. Okay. And of course, the second ingredient is actually another very special ingredient called sibatong. Sibatong is actually, again, very well known in the world. We actually call it the king of desert. Why? Because sibatong is actually grown in the desert as well, in Mongolia desert. And under such a rough condition, they still can grow and bear fruits. So there must be, this particular fruit actually contains a lot of nutrients. Okay, even it has been, even in the history itself, it actually recorded sibatong was used in Genghis Khan time. Now we know that the Genghis Khan actually conquered half of the world, and in the history it is recorded Genghis Khan actually mentioned before why he is able to conquer the world, mainly due to 3 reasons. Number 1, due to strong army. Number 2, due to discipline. Number 3, due to this particular fruits called sibatong. Now, especially during wartime, this sibatong actually helps to speed up the healing process for many of their soldiers and things like that. It is because it actually very rich. It is rich in many nutrients. According to the research, there are about 428 types of nutrients compound, bioactive compounds such as omega-3, 6, 7, 9, vitamin A, C, E, calcium, sodium, even potassium. And it actually contains, it is actually high antioxidants as well, as it contains a lot of natural antioxidants such as vitamin C, C, D, E, and things, carotene, selenium, and all these things. That is why it is called the king of desert. And what sibatong actually can do is also, it can also stimulate the growth of your body stem cell. Okay, so this is another one of the ingredient which is used in CV8. And of course, the third ingredient that we use in CV8 is actually arona berries. Now, arona berries, if you compare with the rest of the berries, it actually, arowana berries contain the highest antioxidant properties called anthocyanidins and proanthocyanidins. Okay, these two are the plant-based super antioxidants. It actually contains the highest if you compare to all the berries. And not only that, arowana in our body in terms of helping to release the enzymes in the body, which is important for metabolisms of your protein, carbohydrate, and all these things. Okay, so one of the key ingredients that we use is actually arowana berries as well, and pomegranate as well. Pomegranate has been very well known even in the past history. They consider in the Bible itself, they consider this pomegranate or as the fruits from the God. Why? Because it contains it has a great source of antioxidant minerals and vitamins. And pomegranate actually contains a lot of ingredients for woman beauty as well. Okay, there is why the pomegranate is another what you call that ingredient that we use. Now, because of using all these 4 ingredients, it actually create a synergetic effects. Okay, through these 4 ingredients. One of the things is that, you know, the Korean wild Korean ginseng stem cells, actually the rare ginsenocyte is very precious. That is why the Cibatong arowana pomegranate actually provides the antioxidants formulation, which will helps to preserve all these rare ginsenocytes. Okay, so it actually creates a synergetic effects. And of course, through this particular formulation, the 4 ingredients that we use, it actually also maintains the high bioavailability inside our body for this product. And because of the manganese and all this, which helps in the metabolism of your carbohydrates, amino acid, protein, it actually gives you a supreme delivery and absorption system as well, which your body can absorb it easily. Now, this particular formulation was formed so that it can create a synergetic effect for this particular product called CV8. Okay. And of course, the formulation is one of the, and the ingredient is actually one of the uniqueness that are found in this CV8. Okay. And of course, the third uniqueness of this product is actually it is research proven. Now, a lot of research has been done on this, the CMC stem cell, and even there are some mini clinical trials on this CV8. I will show you everything. Now, the first thing that research was done is actually on the wild Korean ginseng stem cell. Now, after a lot of research has been done, it is proven that the wild Korean ginseng stem cell is actually effective in a lot of things, such as the anti-cancer, liver protections, blood circulation, even regulate your blood glucose, anti-aging, enhance your immune systems, and even the research has proven that this particular wild Korean ginseng stem cell actually is good for anti-HIV as well. Okay, now let's talk about the liver protection. Now, this particular research was done by the Korean side, by the professor from the Korea. And what happened is that what they did in the research is that they are actually through groups of mice. Okay, one group of mice is given a high fat. The other groups is actually given high fat diet plus wild Korean ginseng CMC stem cell. And the result is that those mice with high fat diet actually experiencing liver damage. And while those mice with high fat diet together with wild Korean ginseng CMC stem cell actually the result is fantastic. This actually helps to protect the liver, and it does not experience any liver damage as well. Okay, so these are the this is the picture. Normal fat diet, you can see there's a lot of there's very little red dots. This high fat diet mice, you know, after it shows that the liver itself has a lot of red dots. And this the third group is actually high fat diet plus the wild Korean ginseng stem cell. Okay, you can see there's a lot of there's very little these red dots. That is why it proven that the wild Korean ginseng stem cell actually helps to protect your liver, improve the function of your liver as well. Okay, and this particular research is actually patented in US as well. Okay, the subject of this research is actually called wild Korean ginseng stem cell CMC contains active ingredient that can prevent or cure liver problems. You can actually find this patent research in this website in US. Okay, so this is the patent number. You go to this website, you just type in 9289457. You don't have to type the B2. Okay, the whole research will actually come out. Okay, and of course, in terms of this another research that is done, it actually proven that wild Korean ginseng stem cell actually help in anti-aging as well as antioxidant as well. Now we know that one of the key things that determine whether we are aged or not, it all depends on things called telomere. Telomere is actually the longevity markers. Now, as time goes by, the human telomere will actually getting shorter and shorter after each cell divisions. Once the telomere getting shorter and shorter, it is actually a sign that you are aging. Okay. Now, the research has shown that using the wild Korean ginseng stem cell (CMC), it actually helps to maintain the length of your telomere. It makes it prevent it from shortening faster. That is why it will actually helps to maintaining your youthfulness as well as prolong your cell life as well. Okay, so the research has proven that using the CMC stem cell, it actually helps in anti-aging as well. Okay, so that is one of the research done. Again, this particular research is patented in US. You all can go to this website and take a look at it. Okay. And of course, the third research that was done is that it has proven that the wild Korean ginseng stem cell has actually helps to improve the immune systems. Okay, there are a few research that was done in proving that. Okay, just give me a second. I think the slide is hanged. Okay, just give me a second. It hangs suddenly. I think the internet is not very good now at this moment. Okay, just give me a second again. Okay, one of the research that is done to improve the immune system is that according to the research, wild Korean ginseng CMC actually significantly increase the numbers of bone marrow if you consume it regularly. And of course, bone marrows we know that it play a very important role because it produces not only red blood cell, white blood cell as well, immune cell as well. That is why by increasing the bone marrow cell, automatically it will improve your immune system as well. That is one of the research that is done by a Korean professor from Korea, from the factory itself. And of course, the other research that was done is actually it's proven that by consuming the wild Korean ginseng stem cell, regularly, it will actually helps to increase the natural killer cell activities, increase the number of NK cell and improve its cell activity as well. Now, this NK cell is actually directly destroying the cancer cell in the body. That's why by destroying a lot of cancer, if your immune cell, the NK cell is very active, automatically it will kills off any cancer cell. Thus, in terms, it will help to improve your immune systems. This research is actually published in Life Science 135-2015. Okay, and another thing is that it is proven that by consuming the wild ginseng CMC stem cell, it actually helps to increase your lymph nodes as well. Lymph nodes actually play a very important role in your immune system because lymph nodes is actually act like a filter. It's like a spider webs, which helps to trap foreign particles or foreign invaders. And by doing that, it actually stops all the viruses or some even bacteria from attacking your body, going into your body. That is why by increasing the lymph nodes as well, automatically it will help to boost out your immune system as well. Now, the research actually shows that by consuming this CMC, it actually helps to increase these lymph nodes. This particular research is actually published as well. So the whole thing, the whole research, if you want to see the details of the research, which has proven that it will boost out your immune systems, it is again patented in US, published in US, okay? You can go always, again, you go to this website, you just type in these numbers, the whole reports will start to come out, okay? And of course, anti-cancer as well. This research has been done as well for this wild Korean ginseng stem cell. It is patented in US, but of course, it will, the research is only done based on different types of cancer, few types of cancer, not all the cancers. Okay, it helps. It is proven that this wild Korean ginseng stem cell actually contains a lot of active ingredient that can help or prevent cancer. Okay, again, the whole thing was, the whole research is actually published in, is patented in US and published. And of course, the last thing is HIV as well. Okay, so these are the research that was done on the wild Korean ginseng stem cell, the efficacy, the goodness of this wild Korean ginseng stem cell. And remember, one of the key ingredient that is used in the CV8 is actually wild Korean ginseng stem cell, CMC. Okay, and it is also patented in US as well. Okay, and of course, not only the research is done on the wild Korean ginseng stem cell, CV8 also go through a mini clinical trials, which was conducted by one of our consultant, Dr. Ashwin. Okay, basically, his target is to see the results on the cholesterol issue, diabetic issue, as well as liver issue. So he has done about this for his patient. He has done the research on his patient. So far, there's 5 of them who are undergoing this clinical trials. All of them mostly are having cholesterol issues, diabetes issue, or poor liver, fatty liver problems. And after 2 months of consuming the CV8 at 2 pouch per day, it actually showed a significant improvement, not only on the cholesterol, the diabetes, and the liver also improved significantly. Now, this can be seen in very few results. This is one of the patient. All of them are just using CV8. They are not using any IM laser or any other products. They are just using CV8 without medication, and also at the same, without medication, and at the same time, coupled with change in the lifestyle. Okay, you can see the significant improvement in the results. Bad cholesterol drop, good cholesterol increase, bad cholesterol, this one for this guy remain almost the same. but the diabetes, sugar level drop, liver function drop. Now, this GGT and AST, ALT is actually enzymes. Now, if your liver is actually damaged or inflamed, now it will produce a lot of these enzymes. That is why the high content of this enzyme shows that your liver is having a problem. Oh, okay, so what happened is that normally it is less than 50, but you can see it drops significantly after consuming this CV8 for 2 months. This is another patient that was, they have go through a clinical trials. The bad cholesterol drop again, good cholesterol increase, bad cholesterol almost the same, remain the same, okay. Diabetes control drop, and liver, there is a clear sign of liver improvement. 73 drop to 19, 52 drop to 29, 56 drop to 23, the range. Okay, this is one of the patient. This is the third patient. Again, same thing, cholesterol drop, fatty liver improves after 2 months of consuming CV8. So these are the clinical trials, mini clinical trials done by our consultants, Dr. Ashwin. The results show that it actually, there is, if you consume this CV8 every day, there will be a huge impact on the cholesterol level, liver functions, and also sugar level as well. Okay, so this is just to show you all that this particular CV8 also go through a mini clinical trials, which is conducted by our Dr. Ashwin. Okay, which all of them show a significant results improvement. And of course, there are a lot of testimonies. Today, I'm not going to go through all the testimonies. I'm just going to show you what are the testimony it is. I'm not going to go through all the stories. Now, this is hepatitis B carrier. Okay, same thing. After intake of the CMC stem cell, there's a result shows that there's a significant improve in the liver functions. Okay, especially the, what you call that, the AST drops significantly before intake 146. After that, after 4 months of intake 26. Okay, this is a sign of show great improvement in the liver function. Majority of all this testimony are actually the, what you call it, they are the test subject which is done in Korea, in China as well. Okay, and this is the local one. Okay, poor health, lethargic, poor skin texture after using the CV8 coupled with IM laser. Not only her skin becomes more shiny, and her health also improves significantly. And this is another test subject that was done, dermatomyositis. This is actually a long-term types of inflammatory disorder which affect the skin and muscles. Okay, after using the CMC stem cell, it actually shows a significant improve in her skin situation. Yeah, and even this stomach cancer. Now, this is actually one of the test subject in the research that was published, that it deals with cancer. Now, before taking the CMC stem cell, the tumor was discovered in the stomach. It is about 7 centimeters long. But after consuming the wild Korean ginseng for about 4 months, it actually reduced to 2 centimeters only. Okay. This is the lymphatic cancer. You can see that those which are having the dark color side under the, what you call that, the scope, it's actually a sign of that this is having a cancer issue. It is actually on the, where is this, lymphatic, and even a tumor was discovered on the right kidney as well. Okay, and after consuming the CMC stem cell, what happened is that the tumor disappeared. There is a sign of improvement in the lymphatic as well, cancer as well. So this is all published in the research. And this is rectal cancer as well. It helps as well. The tumor size increase after consuming the what you call it, the CMC stem cell. Uterine cancer as well is one of them. And even leukemia. Okay, this is another test subject. After consuming leukemia, usually the hemoglobin level is very low. Okay. The CV8, the hemoglobin level actually increased significantly. Okay. And this is a local, this is another diabetes patient, another test subject. Sugar level is at 16. After consuming the CMC stem cell for about 9 months, her sugar level dropped to normal. Okay. And she even feel more energetic as well. This is one of our leaders. Okay. I just happened to took this testimony. His sugar level was quite high, under a lot of medication, blood pressure problem as well. Often he will have dizziness and all these things. But after starting using the IM laser, things has improved. But his sugar level, what happened is that drops to at about 6 to 8 in the morning, 6 to 8, the sugar level. So after consuming the CV8 first time, 1 pouch, the sugar level actually dropped to about 5 point something. This is the first time the sugar level actually dropped so low. Yeah. So after consuming the CV8, reflux as well, it helps as well. Okay. So these are the things that it is good for. Parkinson, it helps as well. This is another test subject. That was done in China. And this is a local testimony. Gout, it helps to reduce your inflammation as well, reduce your gout problem as well. So in all, okay, this CV8 is actually good for what? It's very good for a lot of things. It actually helps to improve your digestive systems, improve your brain functions. It actually promote your blood circulation as well, improve your heart function. It helps to reduce your fatigue, rebuild your energy as well. It boosts up your immune systems. This is actually particularly very good for those people who had COVID-19. If you tested positive for COVID-19, this CV8 actually can help you. We have one of our director's friend was hospitalized for COVID-19, tested positive. Now, what happened is that without using the IM laser, just the CV8 itself, he took 5 pouch per day, 5 pouch per day. And within just 2 or 3 days, he recovered very fast, discharged from hospital. We do have this type of cases. So this CV8 actually does help to boost up your immune system, especially those people who are tested positive. What I suggest is that you use CV8 together with Vortico plus IM laser. It will help to boost up your immune system significantly. At the same time, for those people after discharge, what you call that, you tested positive, if it affects your health, it will helps your body to recover even faster. Yeah, improves your liver function as well, especially is very good in liver. Even the mini research clinical trials done by Dr. Ashwin also proves that it will help to improve your liver function significantly. Yeah, anti-aging property as well. So these are the benefits that you can get from consistently consuming this product, yeah, CV8. And of course, in terms of the usage, my recommendation to everyone is that if you are a normal, healthy person, you just have to consume 1 sachet per day. But you are having a health issue, then I would recommend you to consume 2 to 3 sachets per day, 1 sachet each time. Yeah. The best thing is that consume 30 minutes before or after meal. Okay, shake well before you consume. Really shake it well so that it will mix all together everything. Yeah. Okay, and who should consume it? Very simple. For those people who want to maintain their body at peak performance, whatever their age is, you can take this product. It will help to boost up your energy, definitely. And you will feel more energetic as well. And of course, second thing is that for those people who want to take steps to prevent or manage those chronic degenerative disease such as heart problems, strokes, diabetes, high blood pressure, you can take this product as well. It will help in long run. Yeah, and people who want to improve your immune system, definitely. Not only you took this CV8, I recommend you to take Vortico as well as IM laser as well. If you have these 3 combined together, you are really unbeatable, your immune systems. It will definitely boost out 100%. Yeah. Okay. People who are experience poor memory, less energy, fatigue, this product will definitely help you. And of course, for those people who want to look good, look beautiful, nice skin, this product will give you as well, especially with the high antioxidants, Cibatong as well as pomegranate contains a lot of those nutrition for women beauty. Okay. And that is why maintaining youthfulness as well as longevity is no longer a myth. With CV8, it is possible. Okay, so that is my presentation. I hope that through this short presentation, I have given you a rough idea of what is this CV8 all about and what is so unique about this CV8. Yeah, now I'm actually ready for Q&A session. If you do have any questions, you can always feel free to ask now. Any questions that you would like to ask, or anything that you are not sure with? Either I don't know whether this can raise up the hand or not. Either you raise up your hand, we unmute you, or you can always ask the questions in the chat. I will try my very best to answer whatever question that you ask. Yeah. If there is no questions, then we will finish off the talk here. Okay, if that is the case, I'll finish off the talk today. Thank you so much for your participants. Remember, this CV8 always can be categorized, the uniqueness can be categorized into 3 things. Number 1, that is the first and only CMC technology as well as production system. Second thing is the ingredient itself, plus the formulation itself. The third thing is actually this is research proven. It's not something which we just mix and sell in Ventros. This is definitely one of the star products in our company. And especially during this particular time, I will encourage all of you to take CV8 as much as possible. It helps a lot. Yeah. Okay, so I will finish off the talk today here. Thank you so much for attending this talk. We hope to see you again. If you do have any questions later, you can always feel free to ask us. Thank you so much, and stay safe, stay healthy, and stay active as well. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Andrew. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.